Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. So in this episode, I will show you how I create this tax invoicing app. Okay, so basically guys, when you adding a data, when you're creating invoice, it automatically create an invoice number and also creates a drop down list for all your clients, so it's automatically goes like this. Okay, and also for the items as well, it's automatically coming all the prices, the amount as well, uh, the discounts. Okay, so it's a tax you can tax invoice application. Here we go guys. So let's say you want to add 10% tax for this particular sales. It automatically generated the tax amount, and then once you save it, you can download the PDF invoice. So you just wait. Then you go here and look for the invoice number, save. Once you save, click the link and it will download the PDF automatically. Then you can have your invoice number and you can just simply print it. Alright, so let's start the tutorial. So this is my database, and in my database I have 4 tables, and I have here the company details. So I have the name, company name, address, phone, email, and tax registration number. And also here in my second table, I have the data, the column that needs to fill up. Okay, so I have the invoice number, the date, the name, up to tax registration. And as you notice, I have this color coding to make it easy for me to explain. So basically this tax invoice is a maximum 3 item I can add. So also you can make your own design. You can add as much as possible. Okay, so in this video I will create only maximum 3 items. So in this maximum 3 items tax invoice, I have the item 1, the description, quantity, unit price, and the amount. And the same goes here. I have in item 2, okay, unit price, so on. Also here, item 3. So the last portion of my spreadsheet is the subtotal, wherein it's the total of amount 1, 2, and 3. I have also the tax percent, so you can choose how many percent you will apply for the tax. And here in this column is the tax amount, and also I added a discount column if you want to add a discount, and as well the total amount, this extra column in case we need an additional column, so we can use this one. Okay, so that's for my invoice. And also I have here the invoice number. So I want my invoice number, let's say, to start in 1000. So my next invoice will be 1001. Okay, so basically guys, you have to add a new table with invoice number, name. Okay, so and then you have to manually write the number that you want to start. So, and then below this number you can apply a formula. Okay, you can apply is equals to query, then go to the invoice log, choose the invoice number here. So here, invoice number, then just make it as infinite, okay, and enter. So this one, this is the invoice number columns. So let's say I put 1001 here. So invoice number here, it copies the value or the data, okay. And let me explain to you later on what is the use of this table. And also I have the inventory, guys. So I have just the item number with description and then the unit price. So this inventory, it serves as a, here when I put item number 1, the item number, it's automatically copy all the details and the unit price of the items. All right, so once you're done for your spreadsheet, for your database, let's go to Appsheet and let's make a new app. Okay, so I will name this app as tax invoicing app. Then let's say I want to use this as operation. Let us choose the data. So invoicing app, this one, then select. Just let's wait. Then okay, now it's almost load. Let me just close this. Okay, so okay, I want this to open in a bigger window. Okay, then guys, so the first, it's a default always when you add it, when you add a spreadsheet, the first table is the company details. So this is, since this is my first table in my spreadsheet, then I will just need to review the columns. So I have here the name, I can keep it as a text. So the name is my row key. Then company name, I keep it as a text. Address, I keep it as a text as well. And phone number, I would like to keep it as a text too. Okay, and then email, and then tax registration number will be text as well. Okay, so here you can as well decide if you want it to be mandatory or required or editable. So I would like it to, I would require all, and it's all editable as well. Okay, so then let's review for our UX view. The UX, guys, it's automatically generated by Appsheet. So I don't like this muff view. I will just delete this. So let's see our company details. So I want it as a table view. You can decide whatever you like, guys. Then I want it in the rightmost, for example, sort by name, and then column order. I want it all columns. Then you can decide what you want to display. Let's say profile. We'll just skip it. Okay, let's say I want to use this display. Okay, then once you're done for that, we need to add another table. So I already add this, then I will add this invoice log form. Okay, let's add all the table, or let us click all of this. Okay, add. You can directly click that one, then view columns. So I want the invoice number as my row key, and then label as well. So text date, I would like to use the long date format, and the name I will just keep it as a text, and address as well is a text, and phone as well, I keep it as a text. Email, I will keep it as a text as well. And also tax registration should be text. Okay guys, so here's the item 1, description 1, quantity 1, unit price 1, amount 1. Item 2, and let me explain to you later on this one. Okay, item 1, keep it a text. Let's keep it all this one is number. Unit price, yes, of course. I want to use this time, let's say US dollar. Okay, 3-digit. Unit price, amount, this one the amount as well, keep it as a price. Okay, so on the 3-digit, and currency US dollar, and okay, so item 2 is text, description 2 is text, so this is the second item, and quantity keep it as a number. Unit price, number 2. Okay, let's keep it as a price with this. Okay, and amount 2 should be price as well. Okay, where is the price? And let's check if it's 3-digit, and I want it US dollar currency. Then item number 3 is text, description as well, and then quantity, of course it's a number. Unit price is a price as well, unit price number 3. So this is the third item guys. Yeah, okay, so we're almost done. And the amount should price, the item number 3, we need, okay, to adjust this 3-digit, and it should be, then the subtotal of course is that I want to put it in currency, which is price. Okay, so 3-digit guys. So okay, so the tax percent, I would like to keep it as decimal guys. Okay, so this is the column that you need to decide how much the tax that you need to apply. So decimal, and I keep it as 3-digit. Okay, and also the tax amount, of course I keep it as a price, 3-digit, and the total amount, of course it's a price. Okay, then this file name, I put it like that as an extra in case we need extra column. So I will just, I don't want to show it. And here you can decide if it's mandatory, so I'll keep it just like that. Okay guys, then what you have to do is to, let's set aside this and view the UX if it's added or not. So it's not added guys, so you have to add the view. So now let's choose the invoice log form. Okay, then I will name it as invoice log. So this is where you fill up the data. I want it in table view, and center will be great. Sort by, it's up to you guys. So count, just none. Column order, I want all. Then display, let's say anything here. Okay, let's say I want to keep like this. Okay, then guys, what you're gonna do is, we already added the 2 table, then we have to add the invoice number. Okay, so invoice number, so you can decide either you want it for edit or you can delete, but in this case, since this is the invoice number, you can just add it as read only, and view columns and keep it as a number. Okay, so also here in the invoice log form, invoice number, keep it as a number as well. Okay, don't forget number. So next we have to add, So invoice number, no need to add the view, just keep it like that. Okay, then let's add the inventory table. Okay, then let's view the columns. So I want the item number to be the row key, so I keep it as a text. Unit price, so I want it also 3-digit and US dollar. Then the inventory, we need to add a UX view for this. So you can check here, new view, then select inventory. I can title this as inventory. I want it as a table view and left mouse. Okay, then column order, I want all. Then display, let's say anything here, this inventory. Let's say I want this icon. Then click save. So we are all done for our view. So let's see our application. Okay, so it's kind of white. I would like to make it as a dark mode. So let's say I want this color, and okay, and show header, of course, show logo, and I want full dark mode. Okay, so let's refresh. Okay guys, so the logo is kind of, let's change the logo into, let's say, tax, say this one. You can as well guys customize your logo. So I mean the logo by pressing custom. Then let's say, let's search in Google, let's say tax invoice, let's say images, logo. Let's say we can find here, let's say I want to use this. Okay, copy image address, then go back to editor, then paste it here. Okay guys, then save, then it should be your logo guys. Okay, so let's refresh this. See, as you can see, it's your logo. You can design guys, and also many more. Okay, so now what I want guys is, so this is the company details, and this is the inventory, and this is the log form. So I want to, when I make an invoice form here, so I want guys the invoice number to be automatically generated. So I want the invoice number to be 1001 here, since this is our first invoice, as you can see here in my invoice number. So okay, so what you're gonna do, you go to your invoice log form, view columns. Here in the invoice number, you can apply a formula guys. So you can apply here in auto compute initial value. You need to use the formula max. Okay, then what is the name of the table that you need to look up is the invoice number. Okay, so max invoice number, which is this table guys, here this is the invoice number. Then select the column is invoice number also. The column name guys is this one. Okay, so invoice number, then close parenthesis, then +1, and close like this. Okay, then you can put one here to correct the formula. Okay, so this is our first task. Then save. Let's see if it's working. Okay, so you should have your automatic invoice number. Okay, so let's try. Okay, as you can see guys, it's 1001 now, but the problem is we don't want someone to edit this. Okay, so we want it to be steady there. So it's easy. So you go to your invoice number, you can go to your behavior, update behavior, editable, you click, you put a formula guys. So okay, so what you're gonna do is you can edit only if is blank. So is not blank. If it's not blank, sorry, is blank, you can use this formula, this. Okay guys, so let's try if we can still edit. Okay, let's refresh the app. Okay, now we have to add it. See, you cannot edit anymore, but we have to remove the this comma. So you go to your invoice number and uncheck this separator. Same goes to your, just to make sure here, uncheck the separator also, so it will resolve the issue. Okay, let's do it column by column for you to easily understand. See guys, so it's working. So our next step is, we want, if we put the company, the name of the person, it's automatically input all the details of that person here guys. Okay, so Joseph Vargas, let's say I want to input, when I put his name, I want it to be all populated or autofill all the data here. So what we're gonna do guys is, let's go again to our invoice log form. Okay, so the name, make sure before you do that you go to company details, and the label here, it's also name. So let's go to our name here, let's put it as a ref button. Okay, then choose the table, so company details, then done. And also guys, the next you need to do is you go to the company name. So you have to edit this, sorry, not to edit, you go to your auto compute and initial value for company name. This time you have to use the formula any select. So you have to select which table is a company company details. Okay, so you have to select which column. So the column of company details is the company name. Okay, company name, then comma, and then this row dot company name, this row that, so this is tricky here. So this row that, so the row key is, so you remember the row key for this companies in this table for invoice log is the, I mean, we are getting data from the employee name, right? So this row you put employee, sorry, name, wherein this guy name is equals to name, I mean this row name in invoice log is equals to the name in company details. So it's equals to name. Okay, so you can, it should be okay. Let's when you see the formula with green check meaning it's correct, then save it. Let's try before we proceed to the next column. Okay, now let's try, guys, then we will do all the remaining. So I want the name Joseph Vargas, so his company is ABC Corporation, which is the same. Okay, so our formula is correct. So to make it easy, to make it faster, go to this one and just copy this. Okay, just copy that and press it to paste in the address, auto compute behavior. Only you need to change this. So this one is, so which column is it? You change it. Okay, should be okay. Then save, then go again to another, which is the phone. You go to auto compute, paste. This time you only change the here phone, click save, then email, the same things, guys. Okay, so email, then second one is this, the last one is the tax registration number. So you can just go here and paste and change the tax reg number. So there is period. Okay, so there is a, okay, then click save. Now let's try, guys, if our formula is correct with this our auto compute, I mean the auto fill columns. Okay, so I'm gonna check yes Vargas, it should be all okay. So the same goes, guys. You don't want someone to, you don't like someone to delete this or edit this. So to avoid that, so you can do also the same what we did for the invoice number. So you go here and behavior, then you can put a formula is blank and this. Okay, and just copy this and put down all the way to here. So this is to avoid the editing. So whatever is the details, that's their details. So if they want to update, they need to go here and update the details. Okay, so we don't want them to update in the form itself. Okay, so I just put it here, this phone. Okay, done for the phone, email, okay, then tax registration. Okay, so we are done for our autofill columns. Now let's save and fresh. Okay, guys, so since we're done for that, when you fill here, when you create a invoice, okay, see, guys, it's, you cannot edit anymore. So guys, the item 1, we will do the same. As you know, did you notice something, guys? It's item 1, description 1, quantity 1, unit price 1, 1, and down here is 2. You have an option to change the name, okay, but we don't want to do that all the way because it may take more time. So I will show you, for example, this item number 3. Which is it? Item 3. I want to change it to item test. For example, this one, the display name. We can do that. Okay. So let's go here and go to your, let's say, I want to change the display name of this item number 3. So you just simply go to here and go to display. Okay, this is for the test, yeah, and go to display name and put item last. So I put test for you to see. Okay, so let's save it, but we don't want to do that here because it may consume all my time in this video. So I just show you one sample. As you can see, guys, see down, all the way down, it's changed the name into item last test. So you can rename this if you don't like the way. Okay, so let's say you can just name it item 1, then the next item will be add items, then goes like that. Okay, amount 2, okay, like that. But let's go back and return, and the display, where is it? Item 3. Okay, so that's how you change the display name. Okay, you, and take note, do not change the name here because it will affect your, it will give you error. Okay, if you want to change the view name, not through here, instead use the display here and type whatever you like. Okay, guys. Okay, so next step, guys, is we need to make this item also, when we click the item name, it populates all the details and the price as well. Okay, so same goes, guys, what we did for the name, company name. So same goes. So go to your item, the first item, keep it as a ref, then choose the source table, which is the inventory. But before you do that, make sure the inventory is labeled as item number. Okay, so it's labeled, then item 1. Let's all do for the rest of items. No, this is text. Okay, item 2 should be ref. Okay, in source table, then the third item will be source table. Okay, then, guys, okay, let's go back to our item description. We need to apply same what we apply to this. Okay, to populate, I mean to autofill the columns. So we need to apply as well here. Okay, so in item 1, so we have to go to the description, then auto compute and initial value as always. Oops, not this. So you have to select any, select. So what is the table name? So the reference this time is the inventory, guys. Okay, so let's go inventory table, then column is the description. Okay, and then comma, this, you have to use this row dot, then this row dot description 1. Okay, so this is our first item, is equals to column description in inventory table, then should be okay. Okay, so select description wherein this row this row description is equals to description 1 to description in the inventory. Okay, so let's test if it's work. I think there is an error for that, guys, but let us try. Okay, let's add. So let's go to our item here. See, there's an error. Okay, so I'm just kidding, guys. Okay, so this is the correct formula. Okay, do not use this. Okay, instead use item. What is the name here? Inventory, the item number. So this row item number is equals to item number. Okay, guys, let's try if the formula is correct. So I cannot find item number here. Okay, so item number, so they cannot find item number. Okay, I don't know why they cannot find the item number. Okay, let's go over here. So here, let me see. So item 1, we have to look in description of the item. You know, it's item 1. So this row, item 1. So that's the missing one. Okay, is equals to item number. It's still wrong, guys. I don't know what's going on. Let me see. Okay, let's try. Okay, let's find out why it's not going. Cannot find item number. Maybe item. Okay, guys, sorry. It's item 1 only. Okay, so this row item 1 is equals to item number. So sorry for that. Okay, so this is correct. So the item number 1 here. Okay, so let's copy this and save. Okay, so now in the script, in quantity, keep it as a number, and unit price, so we have to do the same. You go to auto compute and initial value, just change this one, unit price. Okay, so keep it safe. Then the same goes to the description number 2. What you're gonna do is just paste it and change this to number 2. Okay, because we are in item number 2, and copy again. In description number 2 is, you can go here, it's already there, sorry, unit price, I mean, to compute goes here. Just change this into unit price it- it's quite confusing, so I hope you understood it, you understand. So same goes here to description. Now item number 3, so let's do auto compute, paste this, change this to 3, and save. And then also in unit price, the same goes here, auto compute here, change to number 3, and change this column into unit price. Okay, should be okay, guys. Okay, so now let's refresh the app. Then when you go to here, it should be auto fill. Okay, so the price, item 2, let's test. It's going, okay, and it's going through. Okay, guys, so now guys, we want in this invoice, if so you notice guys, you can change the prices, right? So let's do also same what we did for the description. So you can edit only if that cannot be edit. Where is it? Here. So you go here to your date behavior, and let's apply the formula. Same is blank, this. Then this is to avoid the edit. Copy this, and let's paste to all the way to our items. Okay, paste also here, and okay, this is to avoid those edit. Okay, then the last one will be this one, editable. Press that one, save, and the unit price, and goes like this. Okay, so we are all set for our data. Okay, it should be okay. Okay, then all right, so see guys, so you can edit this once it's selected. However, if you want to change the item, it will change. Okay, so let's see if it's all the way down. Okay, so now the next step is, what we want is whenever you put a quantity here, say 2, the amount 1 should be automatically calculated. Same goes to all the way down here. Okay, so let's go back to our editor and let us place a formula. So in amount 1 here, so you can just unit price times the quantity. So what we're gonna do is just put this one, go to here, column, look for the unit price unit price 1, unit price 1, which is the first item, then multiply, just asterisk, unit price, and then multiply by quantity 1. Okay, then same goes to amount number 2. What you're gonna do is put the formula here, column unit price number 2, okay, times the quantity 2. Then also down here, let's say you have 30 items, so you will do like this, up to 30. Since for this video I just made a maximum 3 item invoice, so here the amount, column, so unit price number 3 should be okay, multiply by quantity 3. Okay. What? Just need, okay, what? Let me see what's going on. Unit price 3 and quantity 3 should be okay, guys. 2. Let me see why there is an error here. Now it's okay. Then let's click save. Now let's refresh. It should be okay now. Okay. Okay, guys, so let's try once again. Okay, so let's say I wanna add these items and quantity is 2. It should be, the amount should be 1000. Okay, if it's 4, it changed automatically. So let's test also this one, 2, so it's become 800 automatically. So the formula is correct. Okay, guys, so now this, let's go to our subtotal. So the subtotal is the addition of amount 1, 2, and 3. So let's apply a formula for subtotal. You can simply go here, then go to a column, look for the amount 1. Where's the amount 1? Amount 1 plus amount 2. Where is it? Amount 2 plus amount 3. So if you have 5 items, then you can do up to 5 items. Okay, so let's do it one by one for you, easy to understand. Okay, let's try once again. Okay, so it's working now. All right. Item 2, item 3, and okay, should be okay. So now the subtotal like this. How about, guys, how we will going to add the tax and then the tax amount? So in this case, you need to add a virtual column, guys. Okay, so this is, I'll explain to you how to do that. So here, so we need to calculate the tax. So you need to decide how much tax you're going to apply. Okay, so let's do the add a virtual column. Okay, so I will name this as tax helper. So what I will do is, you need to apply formula 1 plus, you need to look for the column tax percent. Okay, so this is the formula. Okay, so you click save, decimal, show, no need to show. This is only a helper. Decimal digits, I want it 3. Then click done. Save. Now let's apply the formula for the tax. Okay, so here the tax amount, need to apply a formula. So it is equals to the subtotal, okay, subtotal times, we're in the column, the subtotal, I mean this tax percent, and divided by tax helper, wherein you do like this. Okay, so this is how the formula for tax. Now let's save. So let's try if our tax is working. Okay, should be okay. Okay, then guys, what we're gonna do is, let us refresh this. Okay, let's make some order. Okay, okay, now we have the tax percent. I wanted to make as a drop down, guys. Also, you can so it's not possible to have a drop down list for this, so you have just to apply any tax here. Okay, so let's time 0.10% tax. So that's the tax for 2,400. So we want to calculate the total amount minus the discount. It's just simple. You have to go to the total amount, so you have to go for your column subtotal. Let's say we go to subtotal, okay, minus the tax amount, sorry, subtotal plus tax amount, not the tax percent, the tax amount minus the discount. Okay, it should be okay. All right, now let's refresh. Now let's add the items. Okay, this item, let's say to order each, then item number 2, I want to order each, say 2 each. Okay, and so the subtotal is 2,400. I give $400, sorry, the tax will be 0.10%. Then I give discount a 400. It should be, see, subtotal, so tax amount, and the total is 2,000. So let's say I don't give a discount, so it should be correct. Okay, now we are done for this. Now the question is, when you save this, how you are going to generate the receipts, I mean the invoice. So over here, how are you going to print this? That's the question, guys. The what you call this, Okay, here, okay, here. So I already created my own invoice form. Okay, so and also the filter, I called it as a filter. You need to make a table filter. So what you need to do, guys, is to copy this all this table in your invoice log and paste it here. Just leave one space here, then you put one column space here. Then once you do that, you have to put the formula. So the formula, guys, is just like this. So let's make a new formula, guys. Okay, so invoice, this is equals to filter. So you have to filter the invoice log form from here all the way to the last part of your spreadsheet. Okay, then make an infinite wherein this one, column A, is equals to the invoice number of this column. So make it infinite and close it. Okay, so basically, guys, let's say we have an invoice, we already get 1001 here. If you put in your filter here 1001, it will copy the, it will show you all the data of invoice number 1001. Okay, then what you're gonna do, guys, is you create an invoice form. Okay, so you have to leave. Okay, this is the invoice form. Then you can just rearrange your invoice. For example, this one is the invoice number. So to put a formula for that, you can just simply click equals, then go to the filter, look for the invoice number, which is here, hit enter until you rearrange all your things. I mean all the columns. Same goes to the date, is equals to filter and look for the date, which is here, and hit enter, guys. Okay, once you're done for that, you have to add another table, which is the view invoice. This is basically just two columns, so invoice number and then the link. Okay, guys, so here the link, I will explain to you how to generate this, and invoice number, and this one. Okay, let's delete this. This one, you go back to the filter here and put equal sign, and invoice to invoice put here. Okay, so basically, guys, when you put here 555, let's say, sorry, 1001, it's copying here. So this is the one that you need to upload in Appsheet. Okay, then what you're gonna do is new table. You have to add a new table. Tax invoice up and look for that in view invoice. So I want it only to update only. Okay, by the way, guys, there is another way to generate the PDF every time you add the data. Just check my video link at the description by using the automation. So you can create a boot here, then it creates a PDF, or you can send email. However, since we are using the free version, and you know, when you're using the automation, you must deploy the app, and at least you have a core subscription in order to generate PDF. So however, I still find a way how to generate PDF even though I'm using the free version. So this is how This is why I'm teaching you guys this, how to do that. Okay, so let's go back to our tutorial. Then in the invoice form, here, this is the form you already rearranged. You cannot share this whole thing, correct? So what you will do, guys, is you make a import range for this. So you have to copy this where is it? Sorry, this link above of the form. You copy, then you go to your drive, you make a new Google spreadsheet, and let's say you make a new spreadsheet, guys, for example. Okay, then you only copy from here. So A3, so sorry, B3 to G. So let's say, for example, this is yours. So you put here is equals to import range paste the link, comma, what is the name of the table? Invoice, sorry, let me see the, so big letter all, invoice form. Okay, then this sign, invoice form, A3 to G. Okay, see, so it copies all the ones. So you have just to rearrange your invoice. Once you rearrange that one, for example, this is your finished product. I don't want to view to show the formula bar, so you can do like this once you rearrange. And as well, you can add the formula. Let's see here, guys, I put this is a system generated invoice, date and time generated. This is the time that I generate. So here you have to put it here. It's very simple, guys. Just you click here, you put just a formula is equals to now. Okay, and it will generate what time you printed the invoice. Okay, then once you have this clean import range invoice, you copy this link, okay, and go to here in view invoice. Here you paste the link. So but once you paste it, you have to, for example, okay, let's delete this link. I copy the link, guys, I paste this and change this export, because we want a PDF, right? Export question mark is equals to format is equals to PDF. Okay, now let's test the link if it's working. See, it's downloading the invoice. Then you go to your app editor. We already added the view invoice, guys. So view columns, then row number, make sure the key, no keys, okay, goes like that. Invoice number, you can keep it as a number, it's fine. Then link, then you have to add a new view, which is the view invoice. Then I can just name it as download invoice PDF. So I want this as a table view, and right mouse, let's say sort by column all. Then I want the display to be PDF, then save. Now let's try our app. Okay, so guys, so this is our invoice log. Okay, So you can just simply click check the invoice number here. So the invoice number is 1001. Then go to download invoice.pdf. Oops, make sure you remove the comma. So since this is an invoice, it's not nice with comma, so it goes like that. Okay, so let's refresh. Then you can, okay, now you can click this and then you can select. So here in the invoice number, you need to make a drop down list. For you to do that, you go here in view invoice, not this, okay, view invoice, and this invoice you keep it as a ref. Then what is the, so you go to invoice log form. Okay, it should be okay. Now let's try to add a new data. So it's coming automatically, guys, 1002. Okay, so let's add a new data. Okay, now let's 9676. Let's add an order. Okay, then let's save this one. Just a second. Let's save. Okay, so it's invoice 1002. Let's print the, let's download the invoice. Okay, so I want the invoice number 1002. So make sure, guys, there is an issue here. So make sure this one is not editable. So to avoid that, let's remove this. Okay, here the URL, let's make it not editable. Okay, because here, guys, I can see I can edit, which is to avoid that. Refresh, and also I want an auto sync, so I will disable delayed sync. Okay, let's try. Okay, okay, as you can see, you cannot edit now. So I want to download 1002 invoice. Click save. Okay, then after you save, you can click the link and download automatically the PDF invoice. Here, once you click the link, it will download the PDF here, so you can see. So this is the invoice number. This is, you can design your own thing. Okay, invoice number, this is the name. Okay, and quantity, item, subtotal, like this. Okay, so, and the time that we generate the invoice is here. To customize this one, you can I don't know why it's showing like this. Okay, you can add some, let's say, can rearrange this thing to make it look nicer. And then let's say this one, you want to convert it into format it into, let's say, this, I want in the center. Okay, this one. Let's see. So that's how you're going to delete this one. Okay, let's try to download. Here we go. So now it's look nice. Okay, so this is how you're going to print it. You can put some logo, you can design, and so that's how you're going to create for how you're going to generate the PDF with this invoice. Okay, but there's another way. If you want to generate a PDF in your deployed apps and your subscription is, I'll share something. If your subscription is core version, so you can generate a PDF using automation. Here you have you can automatically, when you add an invoice, automatically sends email or generate PDF. I have a PDF tutorial how to use this automation. I will link it at my description. Okay guys, so I hope you learned something in this video, and see you next time, and I hope you like this video as well. And also please subscribe to my YouTube channel for my upcoming next video.